3,000 years ago, Homer wrote a story about a man who had everything and lost it because of his own pride. That story is the Odyssey, and Christopher Nolan just brought it to the biggest screens on Earth. But strip away the Cyclops, the sirens, and the gods. What you have is one of the most psychologically rich character studies ever written. A man who rises, falls, and has to rebuild himself from nothing. This is the psychology of Odysseus. Explained. Odysseus is the king of Ithaca. Brilliant, strategic, fiercely loyal to his men. He is the architect of the Trojan horse, the greatest act of cunning in the ancient world. After 10 years of war, Troy falls. And Odysseus, the man who won through intelligence rather than brute force, sets sail for home. That should have been the end of the story. It was not. Part 1. The Rise. The rise of Odysseus is built on one quality the ancient Greeks called metas, practical intelligence. Where other heroes like Achilles relied on raw strength, Odysseus relied on strategy. He thinks 10 moves ahead. He adapts. He finds a way when there is no way. Psychologically, this is high cognitive flexibility, the ability to shift thinking under extreme pressure. He reads people. He reads situations that would destroy lesser men. He is favored by Athena, goddess of wisdom, the highest endorsement a mortal could receive. A man at his absolute peak, but every peak casts a shadow. Part 2. The Fall. The fall begins the moment Odysseus escapes the Cyclops Polyphemus. He had done everything right, hidden his men beneath sheep, given his name as nobody, blinded the monster with a stake. A perfect display of metas, and then he ruins it. As the ships sail to safety, he shouts back his real name across the water. Cyclops, it was I, Odysseus of Ithaca, who blinded you. This is hubris, the excessive pride that ancient Greeks believed the gods could never forgive. Polyphemus is the son of Poseidon, and now Poseidon has a name and a reason. What follows is 10 years of divine punishment. His crew opens the bag of winds gifted by Aeolus, destroying their only safe passage home. He spends a year with the enchantress Circe, losing himself to comfort and delay. He descends into the underworld to consult the dead prophet Tiresias. He loses men to the sirens, to Scylla, to the sacred cattle of Helios. Every ship gone, every man dead. Odysseus washes ashore alone on Calypso's island, trapped there for 7 years. The king becomes a prisoner. The strategist is reduced to waiting. This is the complete disintegration of identity. Part 3. Redemption. Redemption does not arrive as a lightning bolt. It arrives slowly, through humility. Athena persuades Zeus to intervene. Calypso releases Odysseus. He builds a raft alone and sails into open ocean. Poseidon destroys it. Odysseus swims for 2 days straight. He washes ashore in Phaeacia and does something he has almost never done. He asks for help. The Phaeacians carry him home to Ithaca, but he does not arrive as a king. He arrives as a beggar, disguised by Athena herself. The man who could not resist announcing his name now chooses complete invisibility. That is not weakness. That is earned humility. Back in Ithaca, over 100 suitors have consumed his palace. Penelope, faithful for 20 years, has stalled them with her famous weaving trick. In secret, Odysseus reunites with Telemachus and reveals his true identity. Together, they plan the final reckoning. Penelope sets the contest, string Odysseus's great bow and shoot through 12 axe heads to win her hand. None of the suitors can even string it. Odysseus strings it without effort, shoots through all 12, then turns the bow on every man in the hall. With Telemachus at his side, he destroys them all. The king of Ithaca is finally home. Which part of this arc resonates with you? The pride that cost more than you expected? The fall that felt endless? Or the slow, invisible climb back? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. Here is what the psychology of Odysseus actually teaches us. Intelligence without humility is a weapon pointed at yourself. Odysseus had every tool needed to get home in year 1. Pride added 9 more years of suffering. For himself, and every man who trusted him. The fall was not fate. The redemption was not given. Both were built, one choice at a time. Subscribe for more psychology and storytelling every week. See you in the next one.